Hey guys, this is Zach here. Just wanted to make a quick video for you. Just moved out here to California over the past couple of days. So I brought with me a couple of records that I thought that you guys might like. Um, it's a pandemic going on, and we're all trying our best to make sure that everything opens up as quickly as possible. And some of us have a record player. Some of us have a good record collection, and these are just a couple of my records that I've brought with me in this move. That I thought maybe if you are a novice record collector or vinyl collector or album collector, or maybe you're just looking for something a little bit different, that these would be a pretty solid grouping of styles and in music ability as far as the records are concerned. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and kick this one off. So the first one here, this is Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. This one was released in 1973, and it really was the album that kind of brought Pink Floyd to the forefront of their fame. I mean, they were never a bad band. They were always had something good, but this is really the album that that completely reshaped the way that people thought about both prog rock and Pink Floyd in general. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back side here. This is a gatefold. This is the original, one of the original copies or pressings of this album here. Like I said before, it is a gatefold, so this is what it looks like on the inside here. It's got a wonderful 70s style graphic here, and really everything on this album is going to be fantastic. This is one of those albums where you really need to listen to the whole thing from start to finish. There is no best or worst track on here. They all flow really nicely into one another, and it's just something that you really should listen to, even if you stream it. But I mean, if you have a record player, find this. Spend the $40 on it. Trust me, you won't be disappointed at all. So that is my first record here. That is Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. And I apologize if I'm looking down a lot. That's because I am trying to get this plastic covering on here. So we've got that. The next album here is, I don't know if you guys can see this, it is Point of No Return by Kansas. This was released in the 70s, and is another great prog rock album. If you're looking for something to kind of flesh out your prog rock, maybe you've got a lot of Boston and Pink Floyd. Kansas is a great band for you to listen to. Again, this is Point of No Return. So this album here has a couple of really standout tracks that you absolutely must listen to. The first one is Point of No Return. It's the cover song for this album, and it's fantastic. Lightning's Hand is pretty good, but Dust in the Wind is the one that everybody remembers. And that's because it's easily the best one on here. This album, it wasn't their breakout album. Actually, Leftoverture is probably considered to be their one of their better albums, but this one here, Point of No Return, is fantastic. This is the front side here, and then of course the back side. Just the artwork on this alone it was enough for me to buy this. I mean, I knew going into it exactly what it was, so I wasn't at all surprised by anything. There are a couple of albums on here in this massive stack here that I was surprised by. So this next one here, this one here is Hair of the Dog by Nazareth. This one here is an early 70s release. It is Hair of the Dog, which is a Scottish rock band. And if you don't know who they are, well, I'm not surprised, and B, you really should check them out. They are a very good band here. This is the album cover. There's a lot here that's going on. You got this weird like bat dog looking thing, and it's actually pretty nice album artwork here. This is the back side. An interesting thing to note here is that this album, this black tape here, it has all of your songs on this black side. And so if you were looking at it from the back, you actually have to tip the album on its side, which is a little strange. I haven't encountered that with any other album except for this one. Excuse me. I'll just come a little closer to you there. It's been a long day. I don't want to lean in too much. But if you can't see it, this is the actual songs here, and then here is all the credits. So a really solid, another prog rock album here. So this thing, here's the front side again. The album is just a black, just a straight black vinyl. Nothing too crazy going on here. As far as some of the songs on here, my personal favorites are, I do like Hair of the Dog. Miss Misery is really good. And, of course, Love Hurts, which, fun fact, the version of Love Hurts you see on this album is actually a cover from, I forgot who it was, but it was actually a cover of a song. So this is one of those instances where the cover from this album is more famous than the actual song from the original artist, which kind of sucks, but who cares? This is a great album either way. If you see it, pick it up. Anything less than $10, and you'll be very happy with this. The next album here is Rumours by Fleetwood Mac. And if you've never heard of Fleetwood Mac, first of all, I'm very surprised. And you probably have been living under a rock. Or maybe you were sheltered, I don't know. Every single song on this album is fantastic. Secondhand News, Dreams, Never Going Back Again, Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way, Songbird, The Chain, You Make Love and Fun, I Don't Want to Know, Oh Daddy, and Gold Dust Woman are all fantastic, fantastic songs here. This album, fun fact, came hot off the heels of a rather interesting love, I want to say love triangle, but it was more like a weird brothel going on here. You can't really go wrong with this album. It's Stevie Nicks at her finest. She, oddly enough, to the best of my knowledge, kind of escaped all the weird sexcapades that were going on with this band at this time. People thought that they were definitely going to break up during the making of this album. They were wrong. They went on and made a couple more albums, but for the most part, this is considered to be their masterpiece. This here is the front of the album, and this is the back. Oop, this is the back. So it's, it's a pretty basic layout here. We have a sleeve, which has all of the, it has all of the band members and various collage on the front and back. It's pretty nice. This sleeve came with the album that I bought. So whoever owned this before, don't really know who you are, but please stop slamming your vinyl records into your sleeves. It's a really good way to split them all the way down the crease. And then that happens. But anyway, Fleetwood Mac Rumors is a fantastic album. This next one here is Frontiers by Journey. It is my favorite Journey album by far, and the reason for that is because I just like the way that the songs are constructed. I like the way that this album really paints Journey. This was released in 1986, and this is without a doubt one of their best albums by far. This is the front side here, and this is the back side. Got a kind of astronaut looking theme going on. You'll find that a lot with a lot of Journey's albums, with the exception of like Captured and Escape that have the scarab on it. I like these Journey album arts a lot more. As far as standout tracks from this album goes, you've got Separate Ways or Worlds Apart, which if you don't know, if that song doesn't sound familiar to you, it's the song from Tron Legacy that everybody liked from Flynn's Arcade. Sender My Love is fantastic. After the Fall is another really good one. Faithfully is really awesome. Chain Reaction's a good song. So basically, all of side one. The only thing that really kind of hinders this album, in my opinion, is the second side, or side B. Rubicon and Frontiers are really the only ones that I particularly enjoyed. Backtalk, Troubled Child, and Edge of the Blade were completely serviceable, don't get me wrong, but they weren't anything like mind-blowing. So that's Frontiers by Journey. I laugh. This record has a really special place for me. The B-52's Cosmic Thing. So this record was released in 1989, the same year that I was born, and it was my parents' record, and now it is mine. And aside from being like a sentimental thing, this is actually a really, really banging record or album. It's fantastic. Standout tracks: Cosmic Thing, Deadbeats Club, Love Shack, Junebug on side 1. Side 2, it's, Rome, Brushfire, Channel Z, Topaz, and Follow Your Bliss. There's really nothing you can get that's much better than this as far as ska goes, because the B-52s were considered to be a ska band. That means that they kind of dabbled in a little bit of everything. Like Deadbeats Club is kind of avant-garde. Love Shack, obviously. Follow Your Bliss is a really nice, kind of weird looking or weird sound going on in that one. It's just a really well-made album. Also, fun fact, Cosmic Thing came directly after the tragic death of the lead singer, I believe, of the B-52s, and nobody thought that they were going to come back from this. Usually, when lead singers die, or when drummers die, or any really influential band member dies, they the band kind of just dissolves. They might put out a record or two or an album or two, but they're not really going to do very much. Um, this definitely proved everybody wrong. They bounced back from that tragedy with a vengeance. And this is considered to be one of their best albums. Not necessarily maybe not necessarily their best. You can make a case for that. But Cosmic Thing is definitely up there. And if you really, really want a good, solid ska band, this album, the B-52's Cosmic Thing, check it out. You could probably find it at a thrift store for like $5. Definitely pick it up. This is the front side of the album here, and this is the back side. They got a lot of weird stuff going on. They also have a very nice sleeve here. This has all of the lyrics on it for all of their songs. So if you ever wondered why your parents know the words to every single one of their favorite songs, and you have a hard time remembering that, or have a hard time with your lyrics for your songs, this is why. It's because it's right here on the sleeve. It's every time you take it out. And it's a lovely thing because then you can sing along and not look like an idiot when you say the wrong thing. I mean, that's not going to happen anyway, but this is, at least for me, a much better way to do it. So this is the back side, actually, of the sleeve. And this is the front side. It's got a lovely picture of the B-52s. This is the sleeve. It's a really nice sleeve. It's a good paper quality. Obviously, it's been well taken care of. Oh, come on. Yes, okay. The next one here. This is Cyndi Lauper's She's So Unusual. This was a 1983 release, and it was Cyndi Lauper's first album. And if you could imagine this as your first album, wow. It's no wonder she got so big so fast. Cyndi Lauper, when she released this, she had 3 songs on here that could launch a career. She had 3 songs that could launch a career all on their own. And those songs are, of course, Money Changes Everything, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and Time After Time. You hear these all the time on the radio still. You hear them on best of the 80s playlists, best of, early punk rock playlists. This album is the one that spawned all of that. She Bop is another really good one. Not really talked about all that much. All Through the Night is really good. The rest of them are kind of Scottish. It's really kind of cool to see where Cyndi Lauper started her career and where she ended it. But this is the front of the album here, and this here is the back. It's got a wonderful picture of her shoes here, her stilettos, her pumps, if you will, and it's got a nice version of Starry Night by Monet, I believe, on the bottoms. I just like the art style here. As far as the sleeve goes, this is the sleeve, and another version. This is all of the lyrics here for her, for all of her songs. Side 1, side 2, and then on this side here, she has included the lyrics for Time After Time. So Time After Time, Cyndi Lauper thought was probably the best track on here. So that's probably why she put it in this big, huge print here. Really nicely done. The vinyl here is just the black, regular black vinyl. I probably won't show you guys the all of the sleeves and all the vinyls, and all the vinyl. Sorry, that's gonna take a while. Just because if it's a black vinyl with a white sleeve with nothing interesting going on, there's really no point in me wasting time on that. So there we go. This next one, this is Who's Next by The Who. This one here was released in 1971 and again in 2015. This is the 2015 remake. Not remake, sorry, repress. There's a lot to like here. If you don't know if you like The Who and you like this kind of like early 70s rock, this is the album for you. It's a fantastic album. The Who are a fantastic band. Seriously, not a single bad album from them. But this one just happens to be the one that I own. But Who's Next by The Who is definitely a really, really nice album here. So, as far as standout tracks go, we've got Baba O'Riley. Yes, that is the name of the song. It's Baba O'Riley. It's not Teenage Wasteland. Okay. But Baba O'Riley, Love Ain't for Keeping, Bargain, Getting in Tune, Going Mobile, Behind Blue Eyes, Won't Be Fooled Again. Those are all songs from this album that are really, really nice. So this album, again, if you can find it for cheap, that's great. If you feel like spending $20-$30 on it, it's awesome. If that's what it's worth to you, then pick this up. This album here, this is the back side of the album. I think I might have already shown you that. It is not a gatefold, but again, this here, it's just the white sleeve here, and then this one was actually printed on 180 gram vinyl, and you can tell because it weighs about twice as much as a regular LP or EP would. It's really thick as well, so in we go. This next one, Raised on Radio by Journey. Raised on Radio is a fantastic Journey album. It is very well done, and it's definitely an album that I think is a little overlooked. It's similar, as far as its popularity is concerned, to Frontiers. And maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. But this is the front side of the album here. And this is the back side. So as far as the good standout songs or tracks on this one, from side one, it's Girl Can't Help It, Suzanne, Be Good to Yourself, and Once You Love Someone, or Somebody, sorry. And side two, it's Raised on Radio, I'll Be Alright Without You, The Eyes of a Woman, and Why Can't This Night Go On Forever. This was produced by Steve Perry, of course. So this was, I think it was like 1987, 1988 when this was released. Could be wrong. But this is a fantastic album. Nothing special on the inside here, I don't think. Well, we've got our wonderful Journey, Steve Perry and the Boys picture on the back there. with our lyrics. So again, nothing too terribly interesting going on there. Sorry, it's late here. The next album here is Bad by Michael Jackson, and this was the repress that I found. I don't have a problem with repressings as long as they do a faithful job of recreating the original. But this one here, Michael Jackson's Bad. If you've never seen this album, go turn the video off right now, come back to it later, and listen to this. Seriously. There's not a single bad song on here. This spawned like 6 singles for Michael Jackson. Like Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Liberian Girl, Man in the Mirror, I Just Can't Stop Loving You, Dirty Diana, and Smooth Criminal all made it onto the Billboard Hot 100, I think, for the time. It is a gatefold, so we've got the inside here. It's a Michael Jackson doing Michael Jackson things. And so that's the front side. This here is the back side. I don't think we have anything too special going on with the sleeves. Just the sleeve here with all the lyrics on it. Same goes for the vinyl. Vinyl's just a straight black. This next one here is Calypso by Harry Belafonte. This record here is my grandma's record, so shout out to Grandma. She must have got this in around about the year that it was released. It was released, I believe, in 1956, so this is pretty freaking old. It's Harry Belafonte. It's one of the first reggae records to be relatively widespread. The standout songs here are Deo, I Do Adore Her, Jamaica Farewell, Starro, and Come Back Lisa, Brown Skin Girl. There's a lot on here. There is one, it's called the Jackass Song. That one's pretty funny. I do enjoy that one. That's the front here, and this is the back. The reason why I'm holding it like this is because there was a flood at one point, and my grandma didn't realize it until it flooded her entire basement, including most of the records and albums that she had. So this one, unfortunately, got some serious water damage. But the vinyl is fine. It plays great. So yeah, we've got Harry Belafonte's Calypso, a great 1956 reggae record, an album here. And we're gonna go ahead and keep on going. This next one here is Sarah Bareilles, Little Voice. She recorded this one in 2007 when she was about my age, I believe. And this is a fantastic album. This is another one of those things where albums where it was the breakout album, and you can definitely see that she has what it takes. Damn, it's just awesome. The only thing that would make this even more awesome, and this is a small gripe that I have with this particular pressing of this album, is that mine came from the factory with a defect. It's got a deep scratch in the first song in the on side B, which is Between the Lines. It gets about halfway through the song and then it hits the scratch and it just keeps kicking back. So a lot of times I have to end up just skipping that Between the Lines altogether, which is a shame because it's one of her best songs. But this album, regardless, if you see this, usually it goes for about $20 to $30 still. It's that good. So if you see it and you like the kind of coffee shop pop and kind of bluesy, it's my fridge. Oh my god. I was wondering what that sound was. It sounded like someone was tapping on the wall there. That's weird. But this is a fantastic album here. As far as standout songs, you've got Love Song, Bottle It Up, One Sweet Love, Come Round Soon, Between the Lines, Love on the Rocks, Many the Miles, and Gravity, which is the real banger on this one. This is the front of the album here, and this is the back of the album. It's a fantastic album art, just a really well-made album here. Just the sleeve here, we got a picture of her piano. A lot of the songs on here, she also does her own piano accompaniment, which is fantastic. She keeps it nice and simple, which is really good. It's effective. This is all of her songs with all the lyrics on the back there. So, really nice album. If you're just starting into vinyl and you like Sarah Bareilles or you like that kind of coffee shop feel, this record will get you into it for sure. This next one here is an oddity that I found at a flea market. This is James Brown, but it's Eyesight and The Spank. And this one here is a demo copy that was sent to a lot of the record stores. This is what people would listen to if they wanted to preview a 45 RPM record for a single, if they wanted to, before they bought it. And what would happen was you would take this up to a listening station in front of your local record store, and you would put it onto the record player. And